Hey, good afternoon, people. Again, only because I haven't caught up. It's day 9. This one's what are fears for changing your life and getting into something new, starting online, starting to build a business. What reserve? How were you reserved about it? Were you excited? All those sorts of things. What regrets after a period of time, because it's I've been doing it for a year and a half or so now. What I wish I'd have done differently? There's a lot of things over there with that. But anyway, I go back to the start. Basically, the fears going on the fact that I was a bit over 50, and I'd been doing similar things to all through my life, different, working in the building industry for a long period of time, working in the transport logistics industry for a long period of time. My current job that I'm doing, I've been in the medical industry for 17, 18 years, trying to retrain my brain and retrain the things that I've been doing for all those years, since I was 17 when I first started tech. Was difficult. I mean, computers and the internet and stuff like that was something I was doing as a pastime. I didn't know much about it. I probably don't much more now, but it was just using Facebook to see what other people were doing in their lives was enough for me at the time. A little bit of a tap onto yesterday's go live, but basically how I came from barely being able to use the internet and Facebook to trying to build my own business in it, and I've learned a hell of a lot since then. But I was scared shitless, didn't want to have to part with money because I thought, well, am I going to be wasting it? I can't afford to lose money. But if you're going to invest in a business, it doesn't matter whether it's online or offline. There's an investment to be made. Just one thing with the computers and with the internet industry, online business, is it's a hell of a lot cheaper because you don't have a lot of the overheads that you do in a brick and mortar business. There's still training and stuff like that. You got to still pay for that. If you go to uni, you got to pay. You go to tech, you got to pay. You want to learn something, the easiest way is to learn from someone who's already done it, not from someone who thinks that they know and hasn't done it. Take the advice from someone who's already been there or is already there. So I was pretty scared of what I was going to get myself into, trying to get my head around all that sort of stuff, trying to learn new processes. Biggest regret would be that I didn't do it sooner. Second biggest regret is that I haven't managed to learn how to use the time I put into it wisely. Trying to just sit down at the computer and plan to use 3 hours to do as much as I can and do as much as I can with it, learning or whatever. Pardon me. I'm still doing that. I'm still having that struggle. As I said in yesterday's, being the fact that I'm doing so much training, whether it be with work or with scouts or just trying to do a family stuff or personal stuff, trying to get the training and get your head around stuff on this as well, it makes it very difficult. I have actually found it easier when you're following someone who's done it and you connect with them. I've found a few people like that that I've really felt in tune with, that are further ahead than I am, and they're where I want to be. So that makes it easier to learn from them. And as I said yesterday, I haven't looked at it myself, but I remember saying that I'm looking for a mentor that's doing it now. I've got a life coach who I'm about to start with. That's not in the business, that's just somebody I know personally who made the offer to me. That will help me, definitely, get me motivated and inspired. But I need someone online that's doing what I want to do to help me get my head around the stuff and keep me, make me answer to them as well. So I'm looking forward to that. But there's a couple of people that I'm in the process of learning from that are currently in a further place where I want to be in the online business, the online space. So that'll be good. With people, a lot of people say that people will be against you. Family and friends will try and warn you off it. I haven't actually found that. I was actually surprised. I thought there'd be a few people that would be in my family or close friends that would be against it, trying to warn me away from it or whatever. None of them have made anything online. None of them done anything online. So, you know, you're not really going to listen to them anyway, because you don't listen to somebody who's not making a success of what you're doing. But it's actually been quite refreshing and surprising that a couple of people I thought would be against it were actually very supportive. Got some advice, I suppose it would be called life advice, from one of them, who he doesn't do anything online himself, but he was full of information and helpful advice, just trying to keep my head clear and make me sort of consider things before I go jumping into something. He does know someone who's actually done an online business successfully. So I suppose that is the talking and advice came from that knowledge, which was good. But yeah, it's been actually quite good, because I haven't really had that many people ejecting. I think ejecting to my wish for a successful online business or change direction in my career. I don't forget where I was going to go with that. Let me think for a sec. Where was I going with that? No, completely gone. Anyway, doesn't matter. As I said, the fears were just spending money, wasting money, or getting caught. I think when I first got into it, I spent probably 6 months or so looking around, getting free tastes of different online business types or different business models. I was involved in one for a little while, from overseas, and it was actually good, but it was more aimed at reselling their training platform than having any physical products. So I knew it worked, but I wasn't going to get into it because it's too bloody expensive, for me anyway. It probably worked. I do know of the people, and I'm still in contact with a couple of people that it is one of their main sources of income, doing affiliate marketing for that with that company. But because it was overseas, it was harder to get their free online training, which was actually a 5 nights a week or 5 days a week training, which was free. But it turned out to be 1 o'clock in the morning after daylight savings here, and I was watching it when it was midnight. It was going for about 20 minutes or half an hour or so. It was really good, but I don't think I really resonated with everything they did. So eventually I found the one that I'm now with, which led me to the Enagic and the water machine, which was a good thing for my health as well, which is the main reason I actually decided to go with it, because I actually saw a video from somebody who's been doing it for years, who is high up in the business with Enagic, and they had a similar problem to me, but worse, much worse, from a young age, health problem. And the water machine actually, I wouldn't say it fixed the problem, it solved the problem. After a period of actually drinking the water that came from this machine, it created he got healthier, and his problem that he'd had for many years pretty much went away. So, and I've noticed a difference in my health. I had some abdominal discomfort, I call it, which, you know, the doctors call it GORD or irritable bowel syndrome, all that sort of shit. I call it grumpy bum disease, because you don't know what to do from one day to the next. But it's still there, but it's nowhere near as bad. The only two things I've changed is I don't drink as much coffee, and the water I've changed, and I've noticed a difference in my health with that. Still have problems occasionally, but anyway, I'm waffling on a different part of the project, so I will leave it for now, and I will be caught up now for day 10 tomorrow. See you tomorrow.